the retrade. Let's get to it. Today I'm here with my guest, Ryan Goida. How you doing, Ryan?
Good. How you doing?
Ryan's a good friend of mine and a lender. Recently just moved to a new location. Where are you at?
I'm at New American Funding.
New American Funding. So tell us about them.
They are actually a large national lender. So they service all their own loans. About 98% they hold on to.
Okay.
And heavy marketing.
When did you move over there?
So I've been there for about 40 days, just before 1st of March.
You getting a big team to support you and stuff? Or?
We're getting there, yeah. So I mean, it started out faster. I didn't think it'd be that busy during the pandemic, but
right.
I was wrong.
It's busier than we expect,
Yes,
right?
Much busier. Yes.
So how many deals have you put in like contract this week?
So this week probably,
Or last week?
well, last week I would say probably purchases. We got about 7 purchases.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So I'll pull up my stats here in a little bit, but let's finish catching up with you real quick. Well, I want to give you this. So I've been sewing masks at home. You see I got my little retrade logo on there. See, guys? So they fit like this. And I got you one.
It's all about the marketing.
There you go.
Like it.
That's
Thank
right.
you. And in the plastic bag.
Yeah, sanitized.
Sanitized.
Actually, after I make them, I steam the shit out of them. So
You really made that?
yeah.
You're multi-talented. It's really good. It's really good.
If anyone needs a mask, you can come down here to my studio. I'm at the Family Health CBD store off of, Eastern and Serene, right off the 215. Family Health CBD has all your CBD products to help you with aches, pains, and all that stuff that CBD does well for. But we also make masks, and we're selling them here at the store. I've got Golden Knights ones out there now.
He's a professional. Slid that all right in there for you.
Yeah, you like that? Got to support my my business here. How I do business.
That's right.
Yeah, so it gives me a nice place to do my show here. So, all right. So let's talk about. Let's catch up with this graph real quick. So we were looking at a graph here that's. I went back for the last 30 days and was looking at homes. Usually when we look at stats and stuff, we're looking at sales, right? We look at what sold last month and how many more was that than the year the year before, right? And what have we come up and what not? We're down. So here I wanted to look at, more of a short-term basis. So how many houses in the last 30 days were going into contract each day?
Yep.
And I was really shocked. I thought I was going to go see like maybe 20 houses, down to 7 houses some days, but I've got this graph broken down, breaking out single-family, condos, manufactured townhomes, and high-rises. High-rises is obviously really low. I mean, there was 2 on about 429, and then on 5.2 there was 2. There was 1 there, 1 there. Yeah, it was. So
it's a tough sell.
High rises are taking a
pandemic
hit.
being crammed into a high rise.
Yeah, well, a lot of people buy high rises as an investment property,
Right. Yep.
and without people coming to town to short-term lend
Right.
to, it's just a
Tough.
losing deal, right?
It's casino, right?
Right. So I had several investors right before this looking at condo hotels.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're all run off. Actually, it's my workout and benefit though, because one's turn around and you can buy a personal house for a much bigger price range. So
And less HOA.
that's good. So single family residentials is where we will see it, and you see, back at the beginning of the month, 40 houses that day, 40 above, but recently, we're seeing above 90 homes going into contract.
Yep.
It's weird that there's up and then these big drops for all of a sudden, but it might be the weekend.
Yeah, probably.
Probably weekdays,
Yeah.
weekdays, weekend. Nobody accepts contracts on the weekend, right? Okay.
Although you should.
You should, right? Everybody wants to see that bigger offer come in.
They do, yes.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to some other stuff here. Let's, look at this little guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
This,
Who's this?
Our newest puppy, Phoebe. She is a French bulldog.
She's cute.
The wife has wanted one forever.
Said she was chewing on the seat or something like that.
Oh yeah, she chews on everything. Yeah, she's pretty cute though, so she gets away with it.
How old is she?
She is going 8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
When did you get her?
We got her just before Thanksgiving.
I love her Frenchie. So my girlfriend's dog passed away. She was 17. And we started looking at a new one, and I was like, let's get a Frenchie, let's get a Frenchie, because they're just so cute, man.
They are cute.
How big is she?
She's just over 20 pounds now.
Okay. That should be about full size then.
She's about there, yeah.
Yeah.
She's about there. And say our oldest is 18, so he's still kicking. He's doing good, yeah. So
Do you have other ones?
oh yeah.
Frenchies?
I have I have a miniature pincher.
Okay.
miniature pincher and something else. We don't know what.
That's right.
The Frenchie, a tortoise,
Okay.
2 guinea pigs.
You have a tortoise,
Yeah.
2 guinea pigs,
A lizard,
lizard.
and some hamsters.
That's just your
And about 14 babies, yeah.
No, he's got.
We're trying to get rid of.
He has kids, you guys.
I have free hamsters, if anyone wants them.
Free hamsters?
Yes, please, come take them, I'm serious.
So a lot of people don't know this. I loved hamsters growing up.
Okay, I got a bunch.
And when after I moved out, I bought some hamsters, and they had these black bear hamsters. They were bred to be black.
Yeah.
And then they had Angora hamsters, which have the real long
Right.
hair. I was breeding those together and getting black or Angoran, and I was selling them back to because you know how they mate.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I had 2 males and 4 females, and I had like a full production shop going on, man. They were just kicking out babies, and I was selling them back to the pet stores. I was making a bunch of money on hamsters.
He does everything, like I said before.
Yeah.
See?
Gotta get your hands in it.
You
There's the
breed,
kids.
breed your hamsters? Yes, there they are.
So what's your kids' names?
So the youngest, sassiest, you can see her hips kind of showing
Yeah,
to the
look at
side
her.
there. That's Quinn.
Does she pose for all photos?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And she will run the show. If she were to be on here, she would take over.
We should have her on the show.
She will love it, and she will take over
Yeah.
anytime.
I'm gonna have a segment where I'm having little kids come on.
Okay,
And,
alright.
and maybe you can go tour houses.
Okay.
That would be fun.
They're in.
I got another little sassy girl. She's gonna be. You guys wait till you see this little girl. Yeah.
There will be 2 sassies together and see who out sasses. We'll take bets.
Okay.
And then I got Mason in the middle. It's actually just his birthday on the 30th. We've had
Two
three
birthdays.
3 pandemic birthdays. And
Okay.
4 will be mine tomorrow. Yes.
I know her birthday because I saw some photos. But yeah, so his was just
17th,
recently.
30th, yeah. And then my wife's is on St. Patrick's Day, which is right at the start of everything.
But you guys got stuck in the middle of all this.
And then mine is tomorrow. So
But yours is tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday.
thank you. So they're doing great, man. They had a good, it's tough. Birthdays as a kid. That's your.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to have
You
your
don't really
friends
care.
over and have
Right.
the party.
When
So
it
how do you
turned
break
into-
that? How do you break that down to them for those that
They did
might
great.
have to deal with this?
They did great. So she does gymnastics. She had a bunch of friends stop by out front, and that made her day throughout the day.
Yeah.
They did great. I was proud of them.
Was it hard to tell them like you can't have a party and?
So no,
They were just
they
good about
understood, which is I was concerned
Yeah.
about. So they did great. I was
I
proud.
guess it'd be harder for the kids if it was like right at the beginning, like right when it first happened, shut down.
Right.
They don't quite
You're
understand
used-
what's
and
going
you're-
on
right,
right now.
exactly.
But
You're
now that-
used to going out that weekend before, and now
Yeah, that
I
would be
agree.
tough. I
But
bet.
they did great. I was proud of them.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, that's probably 2 years ago.
That's a little older picture. Yeah, I was looking for one with all of them together.
Yeah, Easter, just dying eggs. They're making strange
That's
faces.
another picture. Oh, there we go.
There she is. Sushi. That was her birthday.
That was her birthday dinner. She wants sushi, right?
Every birthday. Yeah.
Really?
Since she's 6. It's her favorite.
When I was a kid, it was always spaghetti.
I went to the place we love, far away from our house, and it was a mess, man. It's tough with the
Yeah.
restaurants, and didn't have the one she liked, so we'll take her there after when it opens back up.
It's like she was happy though.
No, man, she did great. There we go. There's
Where's this outing? San
my
Francisco.
Austin 49ers who blew it in the Super Bowl. Got to go to the playoff game against the Vikings.
How'd that go?
It's a new stadium. Oh, it's awesome.
Obviously they won.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right?
So I miss sports. Everybody misses sports.
Yeah. Yeah, the diehard sports people are just, what are they doing right now?
Especially the city with the Knights,
Yeah. What's everybody doing right now? What are y'all doing for your sports?
Yeah.
Has anybody been watching these? Didn't the NFL do like Madden games and stuff like that?
They could have. I mean, probably. It makes money, right?
I think they were doing
They're
some
pretty
kind of
smart.
like- yeah,
they could have, and people would watch it because you have nothing else right now, sports-wise.
Like they should have brought. How
There's
would
a lot of reruns.
To do it, bring players in from the team to play Madden
Yeah.
against each other or something like that.
That would be very cool. Let's
Big
call
tournament like
let's
that.
Call
big
Goodell.
Madden. Put it together.
Yeah, I got it. We're done. And there's that. Speaking of sports, yeah.
There's the ball and chain.
Yeah, that's it.
At the Knights game.
At the Knights game, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, I missed those games. Oh, this is my weekend.
He's fancier than me, so.
So for this,
He tries to show me up.
Right. So for this picture, we all were social distancing. We were mostly in our cars. It's
That's-
just the couples that are
That's social
touching. But we were like, all right, everyone, hold your breath and jump in for a picture.
Get the tape measure out there. That's right. You gotta get.
This was a cruise, a bunch of Corvettes and Camaros and
That's
stuff.
awesome.
We went on a little cruise. There's my car.
There you go.
We had a professional photographer
was
hanging out
gonna
a
say.
window. It was pretty fun. We drove out to Pearl.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, we'll go back to there.
Rump's booming.
I think I got a video of us cruising too somewhere. I'll see this one. Oh, it's a Facebook video. It's gonna load here. There we go. We had a McLaren with us. That's the new Corvette Z01R.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice.
There's my car. That's a heavily built Corvette. Do that Audi right over there. That thing is fast. That RS3.
Uh-huh. We have a Volkswagen there?
Volkswagen, yeah. That's actually the GM from Stoney's, Rockin' Country.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, come on, hang out.
That thing probably cruises too, huh?
It was fast.
It goes so fast?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was just stock, but it
It throws you off with the...
when we were hitting like the real high mile per hour, we don't speed, guys. We don't speed.
No. It's,
This car's for sale. It's my buddy Chris Hart's. He uses it for short track racing. I think he wants like 40 grand for it.
call me. I'll set it up.
It's got a lot of horsepower too. It's pretty gnarly.
I like that color. You don't really see a gold car too often.
Yeah, that gold wrap.
It's pretty nice. I like it.
Not too bad. All right, what else we got here? Back to the
The
picture.
casino.
Not yet. We'll go back to my dogs. See?
There you
There's
go.
my dogs. This is our new one. We went hiking up kind of by Red Rock Canyon. Something Creek Canyon. I don't remember which one it was. These are my two older girls. She's 11. She's 7.
What? Boxers?
They're pit mixes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's actually pit greyhound.
Okay.
Told.
I like her. You can see her ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a radar towers. Zoe here, she's 7. She's a pit retriever. She acts every bit like a retriever.
You can see it, yeah?
Yeah, she loves to chase a ball,
Yeah.
and she's addicted. This is our new little one. We just adopted her. She's 4.
What kind of...
She's, we don't know exactly.
Yeah.
She's, obviously
It's like my guy.
Chihuahua, and
You got...
we think some Cocker Spaniel.
I think I got some Chihuahua on my guy too, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes them better.
But
It's interesting.
They're fun.
How was the hike?
I love doing hikes with these guys because I've trained my 2 off leash,
Uh-huh.
so I don't leash them.
Right.
This little one, she's really quick, and she doesn't quite come to us yet when we call her, so I have to keep her on a leash.
Right.
And I worry about like a coyote snatching her.
Yeah.
My other 2, I don't. They fend for
I
themselves.
think they'll be alright. They can handle a coyote.
Dude, and then they jump in the water. They love it. Dude, they have so much fun.
Yeah, at the very least, it's getting people back outdoors and...
It is really nice to go and see all the people out walking and hiking, and
We went hiking too, and
Yeah.
tons of people,
It's great.
and it was awesome.
It's packed out there. It's really packed.
Yeah, and it's good to get out. You forget what's out there, what's around us.
Yeah, I think it's made people remember.
In Vegas, we have so much.
There are some good things to come out of this COVID thing.
Uh-huh.
The cleaning of the pollution in the air it's doing. The waters, I guess, in Venice, there's dolphins and other fish in the canals and stuff now, which they haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Okay. Didn't hear that. That's
Oh,
awesome.
they just love that water. The little one wouldn't quite get in. She
Oh,
wasn't
it's
sure.
so hot too, right? It's hot. You just go this past weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, it was warm.
This was Sunday, so
They
this was
loved
2
it.
days ago.
Yeah.
They loved it. All right, let's get into some news, and then we'll get into your business. All right, how's that? So let's start here. Governor Sisolak put out a new guidance. He put out a guidance for a whole bunch of stuff, but let's talk about the real estate side. He's pointing out that we're still keeping the, as far as the showings and open houses, we're going to keep to the same guidelines. No open houses. Nevada Realtors is also backing that up. They support no open houses at all at this time. And as far as houses that are occupied, if it's tenant occupied, no show. You can ask your tenants to take pictures of the house that you can provide a virtual tour for, but you're supposed to leave the tenants alone until this is all done. Owners, sellers, owner occupiers, they can set up one-on-one showings still. That's about the gist of
So with
that.
the tenant, you don't even ask them. It's not even, you can't even ask them.
Can't even
Okay.
ask them.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you can't even ask them. You can't arrange a showing or anything like
I
that.
feel like you put them in a position, okay.
Yeah, I have 2 listings with tenants in them, and we've just left them alone. And the tenant was supposed to be out.
Oh, it's tough.
The tenant was supposed to move out in April.
Right.
And I was gonna have it. I temporarily withdrew it. We were gonna
Right.
put it back on, and I knew that place was gonna be sold like that. And now
It's tough, man.
Yeah, my client's actually very nice. She
Yeah.
gave them another 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
So
All right.
Well, before I saw that.
So come 6 months, you need to pay
have
more than market value for
Yeah.
listing.
All right, what else we got here? News 3 Las Vegas says the new COVID clause protects buyers and sellers in the uncertain real estate market. So if you guys haven't checked this out, LVR, Las Vegas Realtors, has put out a coronavirus addendum clause. Basically, it's an addendum saying that if anyone on either side of the deal is affected by the coronavirus, that they can basically use it to get out of the deal.
How does that mean affected? Financially, physically, anything?
I think it's anything.
It's a wide open
I think
clause.
it's, yeah.
Okay.
I think just to, if they try to limit it to just if you actually got the virus and got sick, that would be, I think there'd be a lot of people complaining that it didn't cover if you lost your job,
Right.
if you financial heartaches or whatever. Obviously, if you're working in, like let's say the nurses, right?
Yeah.
You would think that they would be very secure, but the hospitals are pretty empty, and they're sending nurses home.
I have a friend who's an ER doctor, and he's doing a second job of the virtual doctor. You call
Virtual
it
doctor?
FaceTime.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you have to. You got to figure out something because apparently our ER rooms are empty.
empty. No one wants. The people who shouldn't go in anyways are now not.
Yeah, not going because they don't want to get sick.
Right, and they shouldn't go to the ER in the first place.
It's a mess.
It is a mess. Yeah.
I'm fully for this whole pulling back and letting this aside, but we got to start implementing and getting this stuff
That's,
going
I
again.
agree.
Especially in a state like ours where it is so low.
Yep.
But it's hard. How do you do it? How do you say, okay, we're going to start opening up, but then people from other states can still, they're still open travel, they can still come. I don't know. It can be a mess.
It's Utah right now. I heard people are going to Utah to get their haircuts.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy. I cut my own hair.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had someone come to my house who I will not name, and it was the greatest thing in my life. I never thought I'd like a haircut so much. Look forward to
Did you get the massage and everything?
No, I should have.
I love
Now
the
I'm
hair
really upset about it.
That's the only reason I'll go to a hairstylist
Right.
anymore, because I can cut my own hair.
It's good.
But that hair massage.
How do you cut your own hair? That's pretty impressive. You get the back and everything?
Everything.
You get the mirror. Wow.
Yeah, I get the,
It's hard to do.
my main
Multi-talented.
hair. Yeah.
Again.
Then,
I refer back.
there's not much. I
That's
can
good.
do.
That's good. Yeah, there's not much. You find something, you let me know.
Yeah.
I tried, and it was not
I'll
good.
teach you how. Maybe I should start doing classes. I should do like online classes of cutting your own hair. Only this dude though. This is the only one.
We're running out of time. Like, it would have been better at the start. So, next major
Right.
disaster.
All right. So coronavirus reopening plan deals Las Vegas casinos a losing hand. What do we mean by that? So this is a report from Fox Business. Las Vegas casinos get hit with a double whammy of lower revenue and higher promotional spending as they alter their business to deal with the realities of COVID-19. Basically, this promotional spending is they've got to do a bunch of stuff. Have you seen these pictures of like the plastic they're putting between players at tables?
I see them in the gas stations, but I didn't know they were going in the tables.
I've got a picture.
That's, God, that's awkward.
Let me find this picture. Let's see here.
Part of being there, you like interacting. To me,
Yeah.
that's kind of strange. I mean, it's
There you go.
the new reality, I guess, right?
Here, look at these.
Okay, so between the slots, which is fine, the slots, but
So see, there's
so weird,
a plexi here,
right?
and between each player, but they can go under it. Isn't that weird?
They'll put their like chips under.
And then you see between the games.
I guess security purposes it helps too. I mean, you don't got anyone scooping chips.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know.
It's gonna be awkward.
You like the interaction.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the fun. That's weird. You're like in a little box.
It's gonna be weird. So
Like anything, you get used to it, I guess.
they're spending money to put up this stuff. They're also having to limit their occupancy to no more than 50%. They actually said slot machines only get about 50% filled, so it really shouldn't hurt the slot machine business.
Right.
They do need to reduce the number of gaming machines on the floor, but as you
So
said,
do you
it's not
take
really
the
gonna hurt.
50% first, or do you reduce and then go?
Yeah. And then, but the table games they say are going to get hurt.
Without a doubt.
But that only.
Former Nevada Senator Dean Heller is with us. I'm sure a lot of people.
Sorry, Dean. Not today.
Get that out. Yeah.
Get out.
No more Dean.
Yeah, that's. I would imagine that's the majority of their revenue. The game.
The slots. This is a third.
Slots.
Yeah.
What about the table games?
Or table games is it's a smaller portion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slots
Okay.
slots bring in a lot more revenue than table
Okay.
games.
Well,
That's because if you think about it, the odds are always better at table games.
right. Plus, it's
So-
just you and the machine. You don't have to
Right.
have anyone staring at you like you, a horrible person.
Right.
You just keep throwing it in.
Keep popping it.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Well, I think the machines get you because you know there's all these penny machines,
Right.
nickel machines,
Yeah,
but
you don't know you're betting like $10 a hand on a penny machine, right?
Yeah. And people, just like when you have $100 bill in your pocket, or
Right.
you have a bunch of fives,
Right.
Those
Yeah.
fives disappear to that 100 you hold on to, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. I do it myself.
So slot
Tuck it away.
machines, take it away.
Okay.
What's this? Drive-thru testing at the Orleans Casino this week. So I guess today and tomorrow. Testing will be provided by appointment only on the first floor of the parking garage off Cameron Street, Tuesday and Wednesday, May 5th and 6th.
Oh.
I don't know how you set up an appointment. There will be 300 appointments available between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday. UMC is partnering with Clark County to launch the
It's
testing.
not much, huh?
Appointments to be made online at umcsn.com. We'll put that right there.
It's not much. 300, huh?
300, yeah. Federal funding from the CARES Act will cover the cost of the testing for those without insurance. Dude, I saw a bill from somebody who went in for COVID-19 and stuff. It's ridiculous.
So what's worse, when you have a child, or what was the bill?
It was pretty bad. I don't know all the details of how long, but it was I want to say it was like 30 grand or something like that. That's pretty bad.
Child was a kid, like 60, 70, like it's crazy. But you're in there for, well, no, it'd be the same for the COVID too.
Yeah.
Like, at least the kid hopefully will pay me back, like when I'm old, like the COVID does.
No, the kids don't pay you back, man. Kids don't pay you back.
It costs me a
Just
lot.
with love, right?
Yeah, so they say. Wow, that's pretty,
That's crazy. So yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of time to prep for today's show because I had a bunch of stuff going on yesterday. On my cruise over the weekend, I cracked a hole in my radiator, so I was trying to deal with that yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So
You can't fix that? Did you fix it yourself?
I did some plastic welding and then some epoxy, but you need like 24 hours for it to set, and I couldn't wait. I had to drive it after like 16 hours. And
So he could have done it. He's multi-talented.
yeah, and it broke through.
Back
So
to my point.
I have a new radiator coming in Thursday. Hopefully, I don't know what this shipping times are all messed up.
They are, yeah. You're used to Prime, right?
Yeah.
My kids even, they're just used to it. That's what they grew up with.
It's
It took 3 days.
Dude, how bad is it that we've all gone to like where you push the button and it comes next day,
Right.
and now you push the button
Yeah.
and it doesn't come, and you're like, whoa,
That's
what are we gonna do? The
It took
world is ending.
3 days. I mean, I remember AOL modem. It'd take 3 days to log in.
Dude, we've gotten so soft, man.
Yeah, hey.
I guess it takes something like this
And like
to
your
remind us
plexiglass,
that
man.
it all can
Yeah,
come
you can-
crumbling down.
That's it.
Don't get too comfortable, people. It can all crumble down. That's about all the news I had recently. You got anything? What have you heard?
Palms. I mean, the Palms was a
Palms,
big one.
yeah.
I mean,
So-
that depressed me. When I first moved to Vegas, that's where I worked. I was at the Ray nightclub.
I worked there
21.
too. I worked at Moon.
There you go.
Yeah.
We came. Yeah, 17.
When was that?
Jeez, 17 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's where I met my wife, actually.
Mine was 2007. I was there.
That was 17 years ago. When rain was popping. Like
Yeah.
That was.
I did the New Year's there. Was so fun. I was on stage at Rain.
Moon was
and then
fun.
I was up, or at
So our
at
paths
Rain. I was on
crossed.
stage there, and then I was up at Moon, and then I went to the Playboy, the Hefner Suite, and that was an awesome party.
Yeah, the club was not so good, but I drank with, fun fact, on my birthday.
Yeah?
I got drunk with Mr. Belding from Saved by
Yeah.
the Bell, Big Ghost Bar. So there you go. He's a good guy.
I used to date a girl who was a Hawaiian Tropic model, and Mr. Building guy,
Dennis Haskins.
Dennis Haskins,
Yeah, he's the best, yeah.
He was really good friends with Ron Rice, the owner of
Yeah.
Hawaiian Tropic, so he was at every
He's awesome.
event, so I got to talk to him all the time. He was really cool.
I was quite intoxicated, and I saw him across the room, Mr. Belding. Came and tackled him, and
He gets up
hung
and
out.
going.
Oh, he didn't, yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. So let's, so what we're saying about the Palms Casino is Station has decided to not open the Palms right away.
Yeah, exactly.
here?
It's indefinitely. Basically, they laid off a good majority of people, and it's just they're going to see how it goes. They have a list of some other ones they feel are better.
I think they're not gonna, and I think they're gonna delay opening any of their strip casinos for a bit, like the
I think I heard that too.
Palace. And,
Yeah.
anything close to the strip is gonna be delayed
Like,
longer, but they're
right.
gonna open their local ones.
Yeah, Green Valley Ranch is
Yeah.
a big one.
Red Rock.
Red Rock, yeah, those. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. That palms depressed me. That was pretty, and I knew it was coming because I knew someone that works there.
Yeah.
And man, it's just we didn't see that even in the last, when the economy crumbled. We didn't see that,
Right.
So
Yeah, all the casinos pretty much stayed open.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that
Yeah,
were
the
finished.
small- right. So
Like the Drew, well, Fontainebleau, which is
Yeah.
the Drew now, which is also on hold now. We
Yeah.
talked about that in the last episode. The Drew's on hold. Okay, so let's talk about your business. Tell us what's going on over there. What's going on in lending?
nothing. We're busier, like I said, it's staying busy. Lots of purchases. Good time to buy right now, surprisingly.
Okay. I know that because of this,
Uh-huh.
a lot of restrictions got tighter.
Right.
Credit limits.
Yep.
Like, for example, I have a client, VA, struggled to get to the 580, got to 580, and then boom, it got
Just
pushed
kidding.
up to like
Right.
680 or something like that.
So we're at a 620.
620.
So we just changed. We're because we service our own loans. There's a lot more we could do. We're a direct lender to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and we had just switched our policy to a 620 about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Everyone else 640, 680.
I actually saw somebody advertise on Facebook the other day. They were back doing the 580.
So I heard that too. I've
Is
seen
that
it.
possible?
It's possible. I mean, it's not a government. It's not a guideline. So it's the policy of the lender, basically.
Okay.
So
So the lenders who have set these.
right. I mean,
Okay.
big risk, and then you have the investor who's going to purchase that loan.
Huh?
I don't know if they'd purchase that 580 right now.
Okay. So when you guys sell your loans off, you sell your loans off, you still service them?
Yeah. I mean, we serve. We service it. And yep. We have
For those that don't know, servicing means you actually collect the payments on the loans.
Correct. Yes. And yeah. So we got. I mean, if you have those borrowers that have problems, you give me a call.
Yeah.
Possibly
So
get
they're
them-
the 580 right now.
Uh-huh.
They have some collections on some school debt
Okay.
that are going to be off.
Has
The
to be
collections
off.
are coming off
Right.
in July,
Okay.
beginning of July.
That's a big thing.
So as soon as those are done, your credit should look pretty good, and I'm
Right.
hoping that we can get to the 620, or maybe things will lax by then.
I don't know about
Okay.
July, but we'll get back there for sure.
You think so?
I hope. Oh yeah, without
Okay.
a doubt. I mean, it's just the risk of defaults, which they're worried about. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
That'll put people out of business.
People don't know if their jobs are going to be held, and
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So.
So tell us what else. What are the other limits right now? Have they changed or?
Yeah, I mean you're seeing a lot more where you need reserves, right? I collect reserves now for even if you have an 800 credit score. I just ask you and I get it just because.
Okay.
They, like you said, they don't know that person looks great now. He could lose his job next week, and now at least this guy's got 12 months reserves.
Okay.
So it's pretty much the government they're really restricted on is a big concern, but
Okay.
that's about it.
Anything else going on in lending? Or you got any special,
No, I mean we, they took away a lot of those programs, bank statements. We do pretty much all of those still because we have in-house products.
Hardest hit went away. I know
Yeah.
that one. So we need those funds for something else.
The hope is gone.
Yes, for cash probably.
There was $6 million left, and number one, the interest rate shot up. It was like 4.75. I remember on a Friday morning, and then by Friday afternoon, it was gone. Where'd it go? No one knew. But that's gone. I mean, you can still do the down payment assistance. You need reserves now.
Okay. Which down payment assistance program?
The Home is Possible.
Home is Possible?
Yep. So
Okay.
I mean, it's tough for people. Down payment assistance at 3 months reserves usually in the bank.
Uh-huh.
But you can structure it, get the concessions from the seller. There's ways to do it. But
Yeah. So sellers aren't really bringing the prices down yet on the houses as far as listing prices, but I have seen them accept
Oh, I've seen-
much lower
I have a good example.
offers. Give it to us.
So one of my good friends, an agent for his sister-in-law, it was listed at $259 2-3 weeks before everything.
Okay.
They kind of laughed at him, and of course not. We're not going to give you concessions either. Goes into contract, everything happens. A week or two later, that buyer lost their job, unfortunately, and they resubmit the offer $250 with $7,500 in concessions. Got it. Appraisal came in a little short at $245, which the agent knew it would, and there you go, closed.
Nice.
$245 with $7,500 in concessions.
Nice. That's a pretty good deal.
It's yeah, I mean we're about there at the bottom though.
One of those high-rise ones that I looked at, it was listed at $599. They got it. It was on the market 4 days, and they accepted a $500 offer.
Wow, that's crazy.
99,000.
They're smart. See, they're not. They don't. Get
The first offer that came in, they were like,
Yeah.
"Give it to me."
Yeah. I'm done with this.
That's a great
That's
deal.
going to be a tough, for a little while longer.
Yeah.
Those high rises.
Yeah, I think so. All right, is that it? That's all you got?
No, I mean we have another good program that's perfect right now. So
Okay, what's this?
It's called Skip 3.
Skip
So we're basically you'll get some concessions from the seller. They'll cover your 3 months of prepaid principal or prepaid interest. The buyer will prepay that principal, which isn't much. You can purchase that home and basically not make 5 months of payments, right? So
How does that work?
because everything is being prepaid through the closing. You're already going to miss that first month like you normally do, right?
Okay.
And you got 3, and you're not coming up until that month 5 of making that payment. People dipping into their savings
So
right now.
There's no payment going through, or
No, it's already taken care of through escrow right up front.
Okay, so it's part of the.
And the majority is paid by the seller,
Uh-huh.
we're seeing concessions all the time.
Right.
Right. So that's covered in escrow, taken care of.
So that's a really good deal for people, guys. So let's say you have a renter who's spending $1,500 a month
Right.
on a rental. You can tell them, like, if you have money saved up, buy a house, not have to pay a payment for 5 months.
Yep, and it's a standard interest rate, it's standard, FHA, whatever the rates are of the day.
That's a good deal.
And now everyone's dipping into their savings, right? I got buyers that are out of their job, but they're gonna buy,
Okay.
as soon as that first paycheck, they're buying. Well, they had that savings that they had for the down payment, they dipped into it a little bit, right?
Right.
There you go.
Nice. That's a good program. I heard about something else going on out there. Let me think about it. Have you seen this where there's investors that are co-investing with buyers to buy houses?
No.
Yeah. I read up about this like a week ago, and I talked about it with Jason for a little bit, but they're like paying part. They're basically being a co-owner with you.
Uh-huh.
And then, but there's a plan that in so long they have to refinance the house and cash out. So the buyer would have to refinance,
Right.
and then cash out and buy out the investor. Yeah,
Okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Different.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work out, but kind of almost like a lease to own type of thing. And
Right.
Some even require like a monthly payment to the investor.
Right.
Yeah.
There's always something that comes out of that, there's always a new thought.
New idea,
I gotta
right?
look into it now. It's
Yeah.
really playing in my head, and I gotta research it.
I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah.
The link to any of these articles we looked at today, you'll see in the comments or in the description of the video. Check that out. Check out Family Health CBD for all your CBD products. Last words?
No, I mean, that's basically, if you don't think you can get something done, give us a call. We'll give it a shot. Stay safe.
All right.
Stay healthy.
I got a new thing I'm doing too. I'm gonna put up on my website. If you're an agent and you're out there and you need some lenders, or you're trying to shop around and look at different lenders, I'm gonna have a section on my website where I'm gonna all my guests that I have come on the show. You're gonna get your 30-second elevator speech. So we're gonna give you that 30 seconds here in a minute, and then what I'll do is I'll post that up, and I personally will use them. So like, you're one of my favorite lenders. I like Rose Talley over at Loan Depot, and Ariana Veloz over at Loan Simple. So what I would do is, when I have a client and they come to me and they're looking to buy a house and they don't have a lender, obviously with our ethics we can't push any lenders on anybody. So I would show them these 30-second clips to like one of these guys.
This is going towards the buyer right now.
Could be.
Oh, geez.
Could be towards the buyer, but it could be towards these realtors watching too that might be looking for a lender. So 30 seconds to the camera. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we could pretty much do, we can do,
Do the
I'll
do the start out. You've never met anybody before. You're in the elevator with us. I'm Ryan Goida with.
I'm Ryan Goida with New American Funding. Give me a call. I'm always available 24/7. Michael can attest to that. Anything that you think cannot be done, there's a good chance I can get it done. So, and if I cannot get it done, I will tell you why, and to move on. You're not going to waste your time.
I like that. Not gonna waste your time, guys. That's a good headline. All right, perfect.
That's how I
Thanks for
got my
checking in,
wife.
guys. Thanks for checking in. This has been The Retrade with Michael Mayer and Ryan Goida. Till next time. Peace.